Good evening once again, everybody. Welcome to Gilliland Lady Dutch basketball here at Gilliland High School. Today is December 20th, 2018. I'm Sean Cunningham. Tonight's game features the Lady Dutch taking on the Columbia Lady Devils, who enter the game with a record of 1-5. The Lady Dutch with a record of 4-1, winning their last game in grand fashion, 63-28 over East Schenectady. And we are getting set to go here in the first quarter. Gracie Saravillo lined up at center for the jump ball. And it's played across for Columbia, receive possession first, as in possession now number 24, Lauren Obermeyer, who passes it to Alexis Van Vorst. Now over for Lily Zwanka. Zwanka looking for the pass to Alicia Roldan, and a whistle right away. And a foul 13 seconds in on Jamie Golderman. First of the night as Roldan receives the pass. Now gets it for Lauren Fillion. Blocked by Fontanelle Passon and into the nearby Lady Dutch bench. Head back into Columbia possession. Zwanka looking. Long pass, and it instead finds Valencia Fontanelle Passon, who charges forward, gives it to Grayson Dubin. Now for Saravillo. Saravillo for three, scores! And the Lady Dutch are the first on the board. They lead it by a score of 3-0 already as Lily Zwanka, the pass forward, gives it to Lauren Obermeyer. Obermeyer back for Zwanka. Zwanka passes it across. Lauren Fillion back for Obermeyer. Obermeyer back to Zwanka. Zwanka passes it back, going for the three. Fillion, and it bounces off the rim. Rebound for Roldan, who scores. And that gets Columbia on the board. Coming forward is Fontanelle Passon. Back up top, Saravillo. Now Grace McFerrin. McFerrin passes down low for Golderman. Golderman back to Saravillo. Saravillo fakes, now gives it back to Golderman. Golderman, pass down low, Dubin. Now McFerrin for three, not quite good enough. As it's now back for Jamie Golderman, now for Dubin. Back to Saravillo. Pass for McFerrin. Runs out of room, now gives to Fontanelle Passon. Back for Golderman for three, just over the hoop. And it's taken by Fillion, who in turn gives it to Van Vorst. Forward for Lauren Fillion. Now for Zwanka, who misplayed the pass but was able to keep it in. Back for Van Vorst. Highest scorer for Columbia. Gets in, takes a shot, just goes off the rim. Rebound once again for Roldan, who scores again. Second two-pointer on the rebound for Alicia Roldan. And Fontanelle Passon charges up, gives it to Grace McFerrin. McFerrin back to Saravillo. Saravillo to Golderman. Golderman for McFerrin, and just going out of play, I believe that was Saravillo. And time stops with 5:37 to go in the first quarter. Van Vorst got the pass down, and now taken back by the Lady Dutch. Walking in is Dubin with a shot, scores! 2 points for Grayson Dubin, her first two of the game, as charging forward now is Obermeyer. Obermeyer tries a shot. Rebound is knocked aside. And just going out of play is getting knocked into the bench. There was, I believe, Fillion. Knocked over a couple chairs. As it will be back in Columbia possession here. Lily Zwanka with a pass to Van Vorst. Zwanka receives it back. Gives it back to Van Vorst. Now back for Zwanka. Back going for the three, Van Vorst. And it just didn't make it. And now coming back the other way is Fontanelle Passon. Down for Dubin. Dubin tries a shot. It's blocked by Fillion. And that is going to be a foul on Fillion. First foul of the game for Columbia. And shooting 2 is the junior, Grayson Dubin. And she makes the first free throw. It's the lead now 6-4. Second shot also makes it in. And Zwanka has it for Columbia, now gives it off to Lauren Obermeyer. Back for Van Voorst, now back for Obermeyer with defense pressuring. She loses it. And they say Saravilla was the last to touch it, so Columbia will get possession back with 4:52 to go. Pass down for Van Voorst. Almost lost it. McFerrin trying to block, and now she gives it to Zwanka. Zwanka lost it. Here comes Fontanelle Passon charging up. Fontanelle Passon fakes, now shoots and scores. 2 points, first 2 of the night for Fontanelle Passon. Highest score on the Lady Dutch as Obermeyer charges up center. Pass down for Roldan. Back up top for Van Voorst. Tries a shot, just goes off the rim. Roldan trying the rebound, and instead it's picked up by Gracie Saravillo and played forward. Fontanelle Passon going for another 2, just missed. Rebound for Dubin, also missed. And it's picked up once again by Alexis Van Voorst. Van Voorst with defense pressure and picked up by Saravillo. Saravillo going in. Tries a shot, rebound once again picked up by Van Voorst. Van Voorst charging up, pass to Rayton, who scores again. Or Roldan, rather. She has all 6 points so far for Columbia. And Gettleman will take a 30-second timeout with 3:34 to go here in this first quarter. While we're at a timeout, let's take a look at some of the replays here. This was the three-pointer from Saravillo start off the game. Lauren Van Voorst going for a shot. The rebound was picked up by Licia Roldan, who once again scored all 6 points tonight for Columbia. Scores 9-6 in favor of Lady Dutch. Grayson Dubin currently leading the way with 4 points. Asia Pink out now for Lady Dutch, gives it to Saravillo, now for Empress Lee. Lee almost lost it, but is able to get it to Fontanelle Passon. Takes a shot, rebound picked up by Fillion. Now Van Voorst with a pass to Obermeyer. Lee trying to get it, but Obermeyer picks it back up and gives it back to Van Voorst. And a stoppage, and Lady Dutch will receive the ball. Valencia Fontanelle Passon, the pass from Empress Lee. Now Saravillo going for the 3 is Pink, and missed that one. As Empress Lee trying to pick it back up. There's a scramble for it now. As down goes Fontanelle Passon as well as Zwanka. That'll be a foul on Fontanelle Passon, her first of the game. Golderman, Fontanelle Passon come out. As with it now is Lauren Fillion. Long pass forward finds Obermeyer. Obermeyer, pass for Zwanka. Zwanka, pass up top, able to keep it in is Roldan, who scores once again. As of right now, it's Lady Dutch 8, Alicia Roldan, or Lady Dutch 9, Alicia Roldan 8. As Saravillo passes it to McFerrin. McFerrin for Dubin. Back to Saravillo. Saravillo for Asia Pink. Now McFerrin. McFerrin able to get it back to Empress Lee. Now Dubin. Now Pink. Pink, long pass, finds Saravillo. Taking a shot, and that goes over the hoop, and it's taken back by Columbia. With it now, Alexis Van Voorst. Van Voorst down low, shot by Fillion, scores. And it's 10-9 Columbia. They take their first lead tonight. Walking in with a shot was Dubin, but it is no good, and it's picked up once again by Columbia with the pass from Fillion to Van Voorst. Van Voorst back to Fillion, looking for the three, couldn't quite find it. And coming back the other way is Asia Pink. Pink with a fake, shoots and scores. Nice play by Asia Pink. Lady Dutch back up by one now as Van Voorst. It's it forward for Fillion. Fillion with a shot, and that puts Columbia back on top. Forward that now is Gracie Saravillo. Saravillo charging. Lost the pass to Empress Lee. And with 1:02 to go, possession will go to Columbia. In the game now is Emma Rainville. Rainville passes it to Cameron McHale. Now pass forward, and here comes McHale, tries a shot, just bounced out, and the rebound goes out of play after Goldeman tried to retrieve it. Van Voorst looking for the pass, finds Emma Rainville. Now over for Savannah Rodriguez. Going for the one is three is Van Voorst. Didn't quite make it. Now Van Voorst has it again. Van Voorst tries a shot in. She scores, but I don't believe that's going to count. As Valencia Fontanelle Pawson comes back in for Grace McFerrin. As carrying it forward is Saravillo. Now Empress Lee for the three, bounces out, and it's picked up by Saravillo, who throws it right near the Columbia players. Emma Rainville with the pass. It's blocked by Asia Pink, but it goes back out of play again. Columbia was once again received possession with 24 seconds to go. Rainville gives it to Van Voorst. Back for Rainville. Rainville had that pass deflect away. Columbia still in possession here. Van Voorst, long pass, finds Rainville. Rainville tries a shot, bounces off. Goldeman trying to pick up the rebound, but Rainville retrieves it. As Rainville falls down, helped back up by Fontanelle Pawson. And that's a foul on Goldeman, her second tonight. With 11.6 to go here in the first quarter. Trying a shot there was Savannah Rodriguez, but no good on that. They got to work to try to beat the buzzer. Fontanelle Pawson going in, can't find the angle, and the quarter comes to an end. With Columbia up by one, but score of 12-11. Both teams will rest for a bit. Let's take a look at some of the replays here. This is shot by Grayson Dubin that went in with 5:26 to go in the first. And here's first 2 points of the night for Valencia Fontanelle Pawson. Probably going to see a lot more of those tonight. And here's another highlight pack for Alicia Roldan, who has 8 out of 12 points tonight so far. for the Columbia Lady Devils. Certainly making her impact felt here. Lauren Fillion has the other 4 points tonight. That's one of her shots that went in. Immediately after that shot, though, Asia Pink put 2 more on the board. And the second quarter is underway now as Saravilla gets the pass for Asia Pink. Now for Jamie Goldeman. Goldeman for 3, not quite. And the rebound is out for Empress Lee. Lee for Pink. Going for 3, scores! Pink now with 5 points on the night. With that, she now leads all Lady Dutch players. Pink battling for it with Van Voorst. And the whistle blows. That's a foul on Lee. As Van Voorst gets a pass up for McHale. McHale tries a shot, goes over the hoop as it's picked up by Asia Pink. Pass forward, and that's knocked out of play. Swanka will pass it to Obermeyer, passes it to Van Voorst. Van Voorst manages to pass it back to Obermeyer, who loses it, and the whistle blows. And Grayson Dubin will come in for Saravilla. And she receives the pass from Empress Lee. Asia Pink now gives it to Lee. Lee for 2, scores. Her first 2 points of tonight's game. Pass forward for Cameron McHale. McHale with a pass that's blocked away by Dubin and picked up by Asia Pink. Carried forward for Fontanelle Passon. Charges in. Pass the ball almost went to the camera down there. And the foul picked up by Van Voorst, and Valencia Fontanelle Passon will receive 2 free throws. And she just missed that first one. Lauren Fillion comes back into the game now for Cameron McHale. And the second free throw rolls in. Lady Dutch up by 5. Pass blocked by Fontanelle Passon, whose pass is in turn blocked by Van Voorst. And a scramble there. It's going to be Columbia possession after the foul by Fontanelle Passon. Saravilla will come back in for her. Swanka, pass forward for Fillion, almost misplayed it, but she's able to recover, now pass to Van Voorst. And now for Roldan, pass down low, a shot scores for Lauren Obermeyer. Picks up her first 2 points tonight. Score now 17-14. Dubin passes it to Pink, now Saravilla. Down for Empress Lee. Lee for Saravilla. Down for Asia Pink, going for 3, scores! Great night so far for Asia Pink. 8 points so far. As coming forward is Swanka going for 3. Obermeyer just missed. Rebound picked up by Saravilla. Less than 6 minutes now to go in the second. Picked up. Pink going for another 3. Hit the top. It hit one of the hoops at the top. And now will whistle the play dead. Grace McFerrin checks back in for Empress Lee. Pass across, and another whistle as Obermeyer is about to make the pass. 5:46 to go. McFerrin to Saravilla start time back up. McFerrin receives it back, now passes it for Golderman. Golderman back for McFerrin. McFerrin for Dubin, now Saravillo. Saravillo back for Pink. Pink looks, now finds Saravillo again. Saravillo finds Dubin again, and the whistle blows once again. And Gilliland will take a timeout with 5:25 to go here in the second quarter. Lady Dutch off to a great start so far this quarter, especially due to the efforts of Asia Pink. Nailed the three right there. So Empress Lee also contributed there with the two. The block made by Fontanelle Poston there, and the block was made in turn by Van Vorst, and there's the foul on Obermeyer. And there's Obermeyer netting her first 2 points tonight. Another three from Pink. And let's head back to play here. McFerrin passes it to Saravillo, charges up, now gives it to Pink. Back to Dubin, now long pass finds McFerrin. Pink loses control. Shot clock expires. Columbia will take a timeout now. 30 seconds. That's it. Head coach of Columbia Lady Devils is Greg Jetty, trying to rally his players up. Columbia currently down by 6 in this game. It's a pass forward from Van Vorst. With it now is Hannah Scareno. Van Vorst tries a three, and it goes out of play. Lady Dutch will receive possession here. Dubin gives it to Saravillo. Saravillo goes forward, finds Dubin. Now for McFerrin. McFerrin for Pink. Now Saravillo. Dubin with it now gives it back to Saravillo. Saravillo fakes, gives it to Pink. Pink across to Dubin. Dubin gives it back to Pink. Pink trying to charge in. Tries to pass, it was blocked by Zwanka. McFerrin was looking to receive that pass. As Pink and McFerrin go out, Lee and Fontanelle Poston come in. Saravillo with a pass that finds nobody. Goes all the way down to the other side of the court. And Columbia will once again receive possession. Swanka with a pass forward finds Van Vorst. with it now, Fillion. Blocked by Golderman, but she's unable to keep it in. Van Voorst looking. Pass is almost blocked, but Columbia maintains possession here. And now they do lose possession as Saravillo comes charging forward. Goes in for two and scores. And with that, Lady Dutch now up by 8. Saravillo with 5 points tonight. Pass across to Zwanka. Now for Scarano. Now for Rainville. Rainville trying to charge forward, and she is knocked over near the Lady Dutch players on the bench. It's going to be a third foul for Golderman tonight. Van Voorst gets it back, finds Zwanka. Zwanka passes it up for Roldan. And the pass is intercepted by Dubin, who comes forward. Dubin, Fontanelle Passon, and Fontanelle Passon gets fouled. And she'll receive 2 free throws. Not sure who the foul was by. Isabella Gito now in the game. Foul was on Lauren Fillion. Fontanelle Passon receiving 2 free throws. And she makes her first one. And she makes her second. Lady Dutch now up by 10. Gito trying to block Obermeyer, but the pass goes forward. That pass goes over the head of Fillion, and that one will go out of play. The Lady Dutch will once again receive possession here. But not before a timeout called by Columbia. Lady Dutch currently having a very strong second quarter here with 13 points compared to Columbia's 2. Do have more fouls in this quarter, though. They have 3. Back from the timeout, Saravillo comes charging up center. Feeds Isabella Gito. Back Empress Lee. Now Saravillo, pass down low for Dubin. Dubin for Gito for 3. Just missed. Rebound Fontanelle Passon looking for 2, and it's going to be a stoppage as I believe Roldan was fouled. And picking up the foul will be Grayson Dubin. Zwanka gets the pass over for Van Voorst. Van Voorst has the pass intercepted. Fontanelle Passon tries a shot, gets the rebound and scores. 7 points now for Fontanelle Passon. And now Columbia almost lost it again, but is picked up once again by Van Voorst. Voorst coming up center, almost loses it. Now she does. And Empress Lee trips over her. And play will stop. And Van Voorst will pick up the foul on Lee. Her second tonight. Grace McFerrin back in the game with it now for the Lady Dutch. Passes it across, and missing the pass was Gito. Pass across for Lauren Fillion, intercepted by Lee, and play is stopped once again here. And Isabella Gito checks out of the game. Asia Pink comes back in. McHale with Fontanelle Poston putting a lot of pressure on. And another stoppage in play here. I believe the Lady Dutch will receive possession here. Grace McFerrin passes it over for Dubin. Now Asia Pink back to Dubin. Dubin for McFerrin. Now for Lee. Going for three, just couldn't make it. And the rebound bounces near the Columbia players on the bench. And now Gito checks back in. Dubin checks out. Gito able to find Asia Pink. Now Fontanelle Poston with it. Back for Gito, now for Lee. Lee back for Pink, trying a shot. And the rebound comes over to Roldan. With it now is McHale, but the pass intercepted by Pink. Pink walking in, tries a shot. Rebound, Fontanelle Poston, but play was stopped. And picking up the foul is Cameron McHale. And once again, Valencia Fontanelle Poston will receive free throws here for the Lady Dutch. First free throw is made successfully. Lee and Pink come out. Goldeman and Saravillo come in. Fontanelle Poston looks to double the Lady Dutch lead, but that last free throw wasn't good enough. As the pass goes forward for Cameron McHale. McHale to Roldan. Roldan gets it back to McHale, going for three, scores. McHale able to reduce the lead to 10. Now Grace McFerrin with it. Passes across to Goldeman, now for Isabella Gito. Gito for Fontanelle Poston. And the pass intercepted, goes into the bench of Columbia. McFerrin now comes out. And Dubin comes in. As with it now is Saravillo. Dubin going for three. And the rebound comes out to Lily Zwanka. Zwanka with a pass to Fillion. Now over for Obermeyer. Obermeyer. It's a pass back out for McHale. Now back to Obermeyer. Obermeyer going for the three once again is McHale, but that time she doesn't make it. And it goes out of play off one of the Lady Dutch players, I believe. And yes, it did, as it's back in Columbia possession here. Looks, finds Roldan. Roldan with a pass to Zwanka. Zwanka going for the three was Fillion. And it goes back out of play, as knocked over on the play was Alicia Roldan. Grace McFerrin comes back in. Jamie Goldeman checks out. Valencia Fontanelle Poston starts off with it. Now gives it to Gracie Saravillo. Now for Gito. Saravillo able to receive that pass back. Walking in, Dubin juggles it. Now finds Gito for three, scores! First three-pointer of the year for Gito. He's coming forward with it now. Was Obermeyer. Van Voorst with it now. Going for three once again is McHale, just missed. And play is stopped with 11.3 seconds left here in the second quarter. Goldeman comes back in, McFerrin checks out. Rolling on the ground with Saravillo, now back for Gito. Gito down low for Goldeman. And losing it was Goldeman, and now pass forward and time expires. That'll do it for the second quarter and for the first half of tonight's game. Lady Dutch with a strong, very strong second quarter are on top 30-17. Before we take a break, we'll leave you with some replays. So Gracie Saravillo, the two in there, and then the three-pointer by Cameron McHale. And here's the replay of the three-pointer by Isabella Gito. It's another angle here. Gito seeing a little bit of limited action here tonight. But she's able to make the three there. And we're at halftime right now, so we'll take a break. We'll see you in a few here on GHS Media.